Hey everyone, it's Sam here. Thank you for watching. So for this week's scraps video, I'm going to do star-shaped cards. So if you've just found my channel, you've just watched this video and not seen the other ones, I think this is the third one now. So every Sunday I'm trying to do videos showing you different ways to use your scraps. And 2 weeks ago, I started doing it on shaped cards. So I did circles, ovals, and now stars. I think next week I'm going to do hearts. And I'm just trying to work my way through all of my shaped nesting dies. But as I always say, all of the ways that I'm going to decorate these cards you can do on any shape. So you don't need to have any dies to do this. You can just do them on normal shop bought square cards, rectangle, whatever you have, you can adapt and use on the cards that you have. So I'm using these nested dies here from Creative Craft Products, and believe it or not, I'm actually running out of scraps, which is really good because I've been doing these videos. I've got so many different scraps videos which are in a playlist here, but I've been doing these now for about the 5th week, I think, and it really does make a dent in your scraps. Like I said, I have used a lot of them, so I think next week I'll probably use some scraps that you've already seen me use. And then I've just got some other bits here that I'll be using as well. So first of all, you want to make your card blank. So I think I'm doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 cards I've got this week. So we'll start off with, which is the one I've not done? This one here, I think. So I've just cut 2 stars. Now I want to keep these all within 6x6 size because that's the envelope size I want them to fit in. So just whatever shape you're doing, measure it so that it's going to fit in an envelope that you have. And then, like I said, just adapt, you know, what I'm going to show you to work on your cards. But you want 2 of whatever size you've got. And then I'm just going to use my scoreboard. You can use a ruler if you don't have a scoreboard. You can see here I've just popped a little score line at the top because I'm going to stick it together there. And that's going to make my top fold card. So I'll be able to open it up, write my message inside, and it will stand up. I've already done the rest, but at the beginning of these videos, I always show you just how to make your card blank. So just pop it in your scoreboard here and then just choose how much you want to have. I've done about 1 inch, so I've scored at 4.5. This one's coming in at about 5 5/8. The next star up was coming in then at like 6.5, so it was a bit too big. And then I'm just going to use a little bit of glue like so, and then just take the other one and sit that on top so they line up perfectly. And just give that a minute to dry. So I'm going to come back to this one because this one's using glitter and that can be a little bit messy, so I want to do that one last. But that's how you make the star base that you'll see me use now on everything else. So the first one I'm going to do is this one here. So I've actually cut this other star, so you can see I've got my card blank here and you can see how that stands up, and then I've cut it again in black, and I'm going to add all these strips and then I'm going to emboss it. So we're going to get a little bit more texture with this one. You could do these strips diagonal, horizontal. I'm going to do them vertical. So I want to do 1 silver, like so. I'm going to use my grid here to make sure it's straight. And then I'm going to have one of these and then another silver. Okay, I think something like that. But I'm going to stick them all down, completely covering the star, and then I'm going to cut around it, and then I'm going to emboss it. So stack them all down and I just run that through my embossing folder and you can see that cool effect it gives. So I'm going to now just stick that one right over the top. Okay, so that's card number 1 finished. Just pop the sentiment up on some foam and again you can see how that one stands up. So for card number 2, I've got my card blank there, okay, all ready to go. This time I've used the coordinating card that came with this paper pad, and then I've embossed the smaller star with that same zigzag embossing folder. And then I had scraps with this design on, so I just used one of the stars in the set. So again, any shape that you've got, and I just popped it over areas where there was these images. So I've got the hats, I've got the lipstick, the mascara, the little perfume bottle, watch, necklace. So I'm going to stick this one down first. And then I don't know if I'm going to actually use all these stars, but I had the idea to just pop them up on foam, but have them all like overlapping, so it just becomes loads of just stars. I just want to have an odd number. I think I prefer the necklace one. Let's do something like that. Have them all lifted up on foam, and then this one says have a fabulous birthday. That through the middle, and then I've got this jar of all these different size stars, and I just thought some of those popped up, just dotted around, would look really nice as well. So I think I'm going to leave those ones. So I've gone for 5, 3 small and then the 2 bigger ones there. So I'm going to stick those down. Like I said, lift it all up on foam. If you need to keep your card flat, then obviously skip that part. And then I'm going to finish it with some stars. That's card number 2. I love this. I love all that shine and just all the layers. And like I said, different shapes. You could have lots of hearts. This could be lots of circles, all different sizes. Make quite a nice underwater style card, because they could be like the bubbles. There's so many different, ways to take this idea, but, use it in different shapes. So for card number 3, again, I've got my card blank. And then I've cut it again in this colour here. And then I only had this small piece after I'd cut all the other bits. So what I did is I got the die and I just placed it over. If I take another, just show you this piece of scrap here, and I just placed it over a part of it and then passed it through my machine like this. And then I moved the die, just the triangle, just the end there, until I got all these. And I just trimmed off, if you had any extra like pieces. But now I've got, I think I might have used the next size down actually. Yeah, it was the next size down that I did that. And then I can piece them back into all the corners. Use the embossing folder again. I thought I would place this one down so it's just offset slightly, like so. And then I've got the sentiment here which says to a special friend. I thought that one again popped up on some foam. And then I've cut the smallest dies in the silver here, or I could use those ones in the pot, and again just pop those up. I always like to work with odd numbers. I'm going to do something, might have that one just kind of lifted like so, and I'll stick all that onto the card blank. But I'm going to lift all this up on foam as well, because that really does, just that dimension and that drops shadow just really does make them stand out a little bit more. You can see how that all looks lifted up on the foam. Really like that. Again, another sweet little style. So for card number 4, it's going to be just a simple matte and layer style. So I've got a scrap piece for that one, and the silver as well. All my mirrored scraps I keep in these tubs. So I've got silver in this one, I've got holographic, and then red, all, so on. You can see all of them in there. So I just cut that one, and then like I said, that one there, and then I've cut some more in the silver and some small ones. But I had, there's another one there, but I had one of the scrap pieces. I was able to fussy cut some of the images here, so you've got some of the blending sponges there. I managed to get just that portion of the brush, but I thought this sentiment here, you look fabulous. I thought if I have that in the middle, I could have different images here, just kind of like behind the sentiment. And then just like the odd stars, I don't need to have them all, but I could just have a little star over there. Need something at the bottom of the brush because that is a raw edge, so maybe I could have a bigger star, or maybe have that smaller one. over the edge. I'm going to take a photo of this arrangement because I know I won't be able to get it exact again, and I actually really like how this one's come together. There we go. I think that looks really nice. It's a nice way to use the scrap. If you've got any papers with images on, you can see how you can use those to create a really sweet card. So yeah, take a picture if you do anything like this, and then it's easy then to just look at that when you take it all away. I'm going to stick everything flat, and I'm just going to have the sentiment and that star lifted up on some foam. That's card number 4 all finished. I think it's really cute. I think that one's my favourite at the moment. So for this one here, I've die cut a piece of double-sided sticker sheet, and that's already on the front. So I can just peel off the top, so I've got one big sticker, like so. And then I've just got all these strips. So you've seen me do this style lots of times before, but I had small bits, so this was left over from one of the other cards there. I need the longer pieces to go through the middle, and then again kind of the smaller, shorter pieces. I think they were kind of at the top, and then just work my way down. I'm just going to butt them right up to each other and just have every single one next to each other. So you just want to keep them nice and straight. Well, in fact, you don't have to. You could have them diagonal if you want. You don't have to use double-sided sticker sheet. You could just use your glue for this, but it was just a little bit quicker. I'm actually going to work this way because then I can butt it right up that way and kind of lay it down. Okay, so that's card number 5. I've just added a few of the stars, and I've popped that sentiment, which was from the paper pack, just on some foam there. Lights makeup action. I think that makes a cute little note card, party invitation. Yeah, love it. And I love the little bits of silver that you get coming through, like on the hearts there and on the lips. So for the last card, so I've cut the star here using the double-sided sticker sheet again, so you can actually see now when I stick it down. So just take the backing off. Like so, I'm just going to start from the top. And just roll that down, like so. Take the backing off the top. So again, we've got that big sticker. Make sure I've got it as a top fold. And then I've just used a circle punch here. This is a 1.5 inch scallop punch, again, just with scrap pieces. And what I wanted to do is just stick them all over but leave a gap, and then I'm going to fill the gap with this glitter here, which is cerise red, and then I'm going to have the sentiment birthday wishes. So I'm going to stick these all down first. You just want to leave a bit of a gap in between. Make sure I get the lips on that one, because that's a good, that's silver there. Got the lipstick there. I'm going to just trim off any excess. Okay, so I've just stuck them down, trimmed it all off, and then just cover with your glitter. You could use gilding flakes as well for this. You don't have to use glitter, but I have a lot and I'd like to get it used. And then just use your finger and just rub over, and it will fill all that space where the sticker was still visible. I love this technique. I do it a lot in my scraps videos, but it's nice to see it on different shaped cards, different, you know, shapes that you've cut out. And then just tap off the excess. And if you've got a little brush, just brush over. Okay, and there's that card finished. I've just added the simple sentiment there, birthday wishes. You can see all that glitter. It catches the light. Very, very sweet. So those are my 6 star shaped cards using my scraps. So as always, I like to just go over them all. And if you can let me know in the comments which one you prefer. So there's number 1, number 2, love that one. Number 3, I think number 4 is my favourite. Number 5 and number 6. And those are all using my paper scraps from this pad here. And you can see I've got the toppers and just a few sheets left, but once I've gone through all the rest, I'll probably use this one in a few weeks time, and you'll see it in some other scraps videos. So as always, thank you for watching today. I'll link as much of the product that I've used today in the description box below. Popping up now will be my other scraps videos. You'll see the circle one there, and I'll add another one there as well, and I would have shared the playlist as well along the way. If you've enjoyed today, please give me a thumbs up. It really does help out the channel, and I'll be back again next week with another scraps video. Take care. Bye.